Hello and welcome to Wooden Watch You Don't Need, and today we are going to have a look at this marvelous Casio watch, this golden general, this knight in golden armor, how you want to call it. This is a fantastic watch, and I am going to tell you the reason why I don't wear this that much. So this is your regular G-Shock Square. This is the GW-B5600BC-1ER, and unfortunately this one is not the updated version, and I'm going to tell you why I love this one so much. But if I had the updated version of this one, I would wear it a lot. Now, it all goes down to the functions. I'm not going to talk about the Bluetooth connection function, which I don't use that much, and it has some cool features for sure. I don't like to be hooked, so to say, to a smartphone. I like my watches to be autonomous, even though connecting to the G-Shock Casio app gives you some cool extra features. Let's just try to adjust the time so that we can see all the possible settings that we can choose for this watch. So if we press the top left button, we have, first of all, we can choose our hometown, and there are a lot of cities to choose from. So HT for hometown, here mine is set on Rome, but there are really a lot of cities to choose from. Then the other thing that you can choose is the daily saving time, which I have set on automatic. So your 24-hour format, or 12-hour format, and you can adjust, of course, the seconds, minutes, and everything. Then you have the Perpetual Calendar that takes into account leap years, month and day. So you can choose your format, if it's day and month, or if it's month and day, and this is quite handy. You can choose the language, so if the days will display it in, either English or Spanish or French or German, Italian, Ruski, and back to English. And you can choose to have your mute, so the beeping signal is muted, as you can see from the little note here, which has been crossed. You can choose the duration of the light, which is a very cool feature. You can choose either to switch on or off the receding function, and this refers to the atomic timekeeping multi-band 6, as you can see. So every night at, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, the watch will receive a signal from the most accurate atomic clock in the world, the closest to where you are. In my case, there's one in Germany, if I remember well, and you will have your time perfect to the split second. Then this is your power saving mode. This means that when it's dark and you don't touch your watch, or you don't wear it for, a few minutes, it'll go on power saving mode, and the display will go blank. But as soon as you pick it up and move it or push a button, it will reactivate again. I always turn this feature on. Yeah, and that is that. So you've seen how many features this cool watch has. After the home screen, you have your world time. And now you don't have just your dual time, DT, you have your world time. In fact, you can choose up to 5 different locations. That is 1 is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're back at 1 UTC, and so on and so forth. Notice that when you're done reading the name of the city here, you always have your local time displayed on the top right corner of the screen of the display, which for me is a great feature. And this feature also stays, not in the alarm mode, of course. We have 5 alarms, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th is a snooze alarm. And then you can have your beeping hourly signal on or off. And I was saying the local time, your current time, always stays displayed in the other modes apart from the alarm, as you have seen. So if you're in stopwatch mode, you have your local time always displayed. Then you have your timer. Probably the only thing that bugs me with this model, maybe the only one, is that you can set your timer, you can even choose your seconds, as you have seen, but there's not, as far as I know, a repeat function. So when your timer goes off, then it stops, and you cannot do the things that you can do with the other G-Shock, the G2900, which I have reviewed in a couple of videos. This is probably the only lacking feature that I really need and that I would really use on this one. But yeah, if you know how to set this one on repeat, please tell me. But as far as I know, it is not possible. I might be wrong. Let's continue scrolling. And we're back on our home screen. You can see that you have some more indications up here. And one says PS. PS is because your power saving mode is on, and LT is because your automatic light is on. This means that when you turn your wrist, I don't know, 45 degrees or something like that, the light should turn on. Well, I'm not able to do this. It's too bright in here. You can see that this watch is so premium for me that I have put the screen protector on this one. Can you notice that there's like a double line here? It's not a scratch. This is a screen protector that I put. And it is very premium also because this has the very much desired combo bracelet. This is an original Casio combo bracelet. It says G-Shock here. It's not an aftermarket one. It is very comfortable to use. The only drawback for me is that in the combo bracelet is, well, first it looks cool, but in order to accommodate the combo bracelet, as you can see, if you have a tiny wrist like mine, the watch will not wrap your wrist perfectly. So for a tiny wrist, you will have some room here, but really it's no big deal. Still, it's a G-Shock square, so it's quite small. Now let me show you the difference with the other one, the non-combo bracelet G-Shock. So here you have it, the non-combo bracelet G-Shock square wears a bit tighter. I think it's not even noticeable, or it's barely noticeable, and it's really a minor con. So I was saying at the beginning why I don't wear it this much. Yeah, it's for fear of ruining it. I haven't been able to find a replacement bezel for this one, like this very one with this kind of yellow accents, protection and G-Shock. So I'm trying to keep this as pristine as I can. But this is a beautiful watch. You have your fine-tuning here, micro adjustments here. It's a double button deploying clasp. And here you can see that I have already scratched it, and I've cried a lot when I discovered this first scratch. This is a beautiful watch. I'm sure that I'm forgetting to mention something, but this means that I will have to make another video on this one. Oh yeah, the light. The light is, in my opinion, really beautiful. It is a very light blue. It almost looks like white, and it has a fade in and fade out activation. But the purists, those who love traditional G-Shocks, will frown about this light. They prefer the green turquoise light of the traditional squares, and also the GW-290 and other watches have that kind of colored light. But I like the light on this one. This very light blue, fading in and fading out, glowing light. I might put some B-rolls in here. Well, I've spoken too much for today. This has been Wooden Watch You Don't Need. This is a beautiful watch. This is a beautiful watch, but if you get the updated version of this one, the GW-B5600BC-1ER, you will get more or less the same features, apart from the Bluetooth connection, which in my opinion is, well, not useless, but I don't use it. Once again, this has been Wooden Watch You Don't Need. Like if you like this video. If you're not subscribed, come on, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next. Ciao!